Dire team ban.
Medusa.
Well, because it's busted, and it was the last pick of that phase, so now they can protect it. Seems legit to me. The Chaos Knight combo together with the Ancient Apparition, again, like, even if this is going to be a 4 AA, for example, you've still got a good amount of kill potential in the lane.
5 seconds
as soon as
remaining.
you're level 2, you get that Reality Rift into the Chaos Bolt, into the Cold Feet, and the person's basically dead most of the time, so... Probably not the Doocer, it'd be up to the support to be out of position.
Radiant team ban.
We just saw what Mizu was able to do in that game number 1 with his CK. I would have by far called him the MVP of that game number 1 against Boom.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Yeah, maybe. Again, you want something that's a natural vessel builder against the Medusa. We were talking about the difference between things that affect max HP versus current HP.
10 seconds
Vessel's
remaining.
one of those current HP things. So against Medusa, it's more
5
effective than a
seconds
lot of these
remaining.
other heroes. Of course, not so much once you get the Manta style, because you can just purge it straight off, but you get that Spirit Vessel onto the Doocer, you're technically at 100% HP because it's your mana getting drained first, so it does a very high amount of damage compared to if you were to use it on, I don't know, an Ursa that's just slowly ticking down on your actual HP as it's being used. Plus, high kill, you know you're going to get charges in the initial urn.
Radiant team ban.
Very wise.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm even just trying to think of what they could potentially look to pick up here for the POS 4 now that the Mirana's gone. Something that's naturally going to build into that vessel that's also good against the Doocer. There's not much left. Maybe something like a Spirit Breaker might not be terrible. It's not guaranteed lockdown, which is the thing that's unfortunate.
Radiant
Yeah.
team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And hell, could it even be a Bob Medusa? And they play something a little bit more active for Marb here in the position 1 role. Never know. Probably a bit less likely.
Dire
but,
team pick.
they've taken away a lot of the potential to come through. Invoker, very nice combination together. You know, who needs a position 4 that's going to build into the Spirit Vessel when you can just go Quas Wex against this Invoker? You have the EMP, which is of course very good. You're naturally going to build into the Urn and probably the Vessel now
10
because of
seconds
it.
remaining.
So I'm liking everything about this from Galaxy Race. A very nice draft to start
5
things off.
seconds remaining.
You'll have BKBs, you'll have 4 staffs, you'll have whatever else needed to be able to dodge through that. So now, what are they going to pick on South build to be able to punish this Invoker? That's the real question. The lane dominator, do they go something that's very tanky? It doesn't really care about having mana or not. Maybe something like a Dragon Knight that's able to create a lot of space. If you just leave him on his own, he's not going to fall quite so easily against the Chaos Knight. AA still is kind of good against him, but you can lane relatively easily into an Invoker.
Radiant team pick.
Legion Commander!
Dire team pick.
Dusk!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team back.
You know what, we'll let you
Sky
have this.
Wrath Mage!
They're just going to go for the kill potential for now. For now. I mean, this could be the mid Skywrath, just comboing together with the Legion Commander, making sure that you're going to come online at around the same time, maybe go for that pre-10
Radiant
minute
team ban.
rotation and combo. Skywrath's already very fast. You're going to have a good amount of farm, maybe 2 or an EMP, and you're taking a ton of damage, that's for sure. Of course, very vulnerable to the Tusk rotations as well, having
Dire
low
team
armor.
ban.
If this is to be a position 4 or 5, it's okay. Probably more likely to be the 4, just to lane together, get a little bit more farm, have
Radiant
the melee
team
Nyx
ban.
assassin with the Medusa. I mean, you'll at least have the spiked carapace to be able to stop any sort of Chaos Bolt Reality Rift combos. Same sort of thing with the tag team. We'll see though.
Ten seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Void Incarnate.
Go a sniper. They could. I mean, it's something that In Your Dream likes to play. They don't have an insane amount of gap close. Like Legion Commander has the blink, you're going to need to play around trees a fair amount, and the Bullet
10
Spirit makes
seconds
it
remaining.
a little bit harder. Also go something like a Ricky. You
5
know, go for a
seconds
few more of
remaining.
those setups with, you know, you sleep dart them and then you just get ready for the combination afterwards with the smoke cloud and then burst them down within a Chaos Bolt AA ulti. Also can just take a Medusa out of a team fight for a few seconds, which is oftentimes all you need to be able to maneuver around and get into a better position. It's a bit more active as well, which means that, the Chaos Knight, we saw when Mizu was playing it in that game number 1 versus South builds. You were the Midas, he's getting the Cleave Town at level 15, and he's becoming, not a semi-carry, he is a carry in his own right. Shall see though. And I say that because In Your Dream is a Ricky, very much so, one of his best heroes.
Choose your hero.
Right, like that's my big worry for right now. So it's going to be all on Mizu to disrupt a lot of these team fights. I think this time around, did he get a blink in that previous game? I'm not sure if he did. I think he might have just gone full in onto the damage component, but I feel like a blink is needed this time around just to be able to get in onto the Skywrath Mage before he's able to get his full combo off. If you can blink right on top of the Void Spirit as well, you've still got like I think it's 0.2 or 0.3 second cast animation on the Dissimulate, so there is the potential for the catch there. Still, it's going to be hard to start a lot of these team fights for Galaxy Racer.
Grabe naman yun.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, and that's why I was initially thinking, oh, maybe this is going to be a Skywrath mid because, you did decent against the Evoker, and as well, on top of that, you're going to be perhaps a little bit too fast for some of these timings, particularly for the supports. The Tuster only needs levels, of course, to be able to get the snowball off, but if he doesn't have much in the form of mobility, if he's constantly having to spend money on TP scrolls and moving around the map, you're not going to be putting on that offensive presence the Tusk is really renowned for. It's just going to be Bob playing the mid lane Void Spirit. It kind of feels like the 6th cab off the rip. Still very good at the hero, but on the same level as his Storm Spirit, Puck, Ember Spirit, these type of heroes.
You are no match. Talentless. Leaks. Yes. Yes.
30 seconds to battle.
Of course, Marv powered up by his sponsor as well. A big rotation through. Always have to be worried
The
against the
battle
Tusk.
begins.
He has no fear. Same sort of thing with Samuel. With only 1 armor. A little bit cautious here. Cares in the world. And Ryu, he should be fast enough to get away. Yeah. I think Mizu is. I don't think Zenki's going to have a good time at all, though. He's just going to be chunked down regularly by Yokam and the CK, especially once CK hits 2. Here, they just want to make sure that they make that happen as soon as possible. And the pull-off here onto the camp, I don't know if Yokam he's just going to avoid even waiting around to body block this cam. He got a hard cam for himself. A few right clicks. He's going to be good, though. I mean, Zenki, if he wants, can pull this camp. He's got the Harpy camp, which does a pretty good job of clearing out creep waves. And now, I mean, if the CK, who is level 2, sure, if he wants to get any kind of experienced lead over this Deucer, and more importantly, the Nyx Assassin, is going to have to back right off. Eventually, they do get the pull-off. So nicely done there by Zenki, but gets put down to a little bit of a misplay by Yokam. I think so. I mean, you've got the stronger rotation coming through from Galaxy as well. Rotation, rather, from Yokam. I don't feel like the Skyreth Mage is in a position to put too much pressure in onto the Invoke. Well, at least he's going to be able to snare the largest of those troll creeps. Might look to... Well, okay, Jokem does his job by blocking up the camp anyway. Maybe he just knew that it was blocked with that ward was dropped down, but well, got a little bit of rotation here. The ice shards get pulled off, and they've even got the tag team in here. Good enough with the body blocks.
You're going nowhere.
Yeah. I wonder if it's even worth Zenki getting, like, it's going to make you die a couple more times, but it's going to reduce a lot of the harassment that's coming through onto the Deucer. Maybe if he goes, like, level 2 mana burn, just making sure that this Tusk doesn't have any way to really go in with that tag team. It only costs 70, but he's only sitting on about 100 mana right now. See you later, career.
Dire's turret has been killed.
Did they just disrupt a salve as well?
Dire's structures are fortified.
Let's fight the money.
Got him.
There would be no arcade
Wasn't
otherwise.
expecting any less from Bob. Yeah, he just got the ulti from that kill. He didn't have it beforehand, otherwise he would have used it. But, I mean, that just goes to show, you know, I was talking about, might it have been worth for Zenki to get the level 2 mana burn. And because he didn't, they were able to go in with that Tusk. Kill...
Bounty. My thanks. must dissipate.
And it's an observer ward as well, so I would be stunned if he doesn't come back to the lane. Well, he's already got a sentry ward, but when he comes back, no, he's actually going mid just to help Bob out a little bit. Makes sense. We've got the haste rune spawning here as well, so we're going to make Bob's life even easier. Now what's happening up on this top side? I mean, Marb's just trying to man fight against Mizu. I think he's going to do just fine. Jokem's backed off, yeah. Be really nice. No matter.
To another plane.
You blinked first.
Dire's middle tower
Even
is under
parking
attack.
Samael in that mid lane as well to make sure that experience went to someone. So some nice recovery plays coming through there. Still haven't de-warded that observer ward. You'd hate to see that, you know, the time that he does actually make the rotation through and maybe drop down a sentry is, you know, just as it expires. About a minute or so away, so it is very much a possibility. I'm just going to go all the way back though. Doesn't feel comfortable about going past that first layer of trees there. He's just going to use the vision to be able to farm up a couple of stacks at the same time. Tank up, but I think it's, you know, also important just to be able to get off many attacks within the duel. Sure, he might be getting counter-attacked by the moment of courage, but that feast is going to do a lot, and you need to make sure that you're hitting, again, the Deucer many, many times. That feast does a lot.
Have happened.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I was never understood.
What need have I for this?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's 2 months actually.
Dire's courier has been
He's
killed.
going into London, get the kill, thanks to the AA. Pretty simple, kind of the same sort of thing as a Skywrath. Just well overstaying his welcome with Samael whenever a Tusk's in the vicinity. Have to worry if it is a little greedy, but I feel like going this armlet on the lifestealer, it's a decent
Dire's
amount of
top tower is under attack.
damage potential if you do start to get dived, if they start to notice the Midas is being tricked up.
This is outrageous.
All I do in her name.
Bounty.
Yeah. At least the hard camp wasn't blocked up for Marv's potential here. We've got the full
Dire's
movement through
structures
coming
are
through
fortified.
from down towards the bottom side. There's that second wall coming through.
Where is the justice in this? What?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And still a farm.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Restore her.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I have bunting for you.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's courier has been killed.
They got no mana. He can just TP on the way.
Got me good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
All this time that he
fortified.
spends going in onto the Medusa is time that the Medusa's not farming. So I feel like Mizu, this is how he changes up his style a little bit here. He's got the EMP to be able to go onto this Medusa. Dead snake.
Mana bos?
This can do nicely.
Wait, dude. No. Alacrity back here.
Perishes with me. Dominating. Double kill. Double kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I hardly had to unhinge my jaw.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Keeping your life, of course. I mean, he was just left up there for the past about 6 or so minutes, and he's taken full advantage of it. I mean, Mizu, he was in no position, just wanting the most
The
levels,
pinions
wanting the
of
Midas
night
as quickly as
enfold
possible.
me.
You can take the man out of the position 1 role, but, you know, it's in his blood. He wants to get that big farm, be able to contribute to the team with those hefty right clicks coming through.
A bauble from the void. Gold for my master.
Dire are scanning. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Well, you say that, but Mizu was making the aggressive
Dire's
moves onto
top
mine
tower
right in
is
front of
under
their
attack.
tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle
I think
tower
it depends,
is under
like,
attack.
particularly for the Invoker as well, like what your role is in the game, you know, and I feel like going something like a Midas instead of, I don't know, Boots of Travel or something like that just changes up when you're able to, what you're able to do in terms of pressure
Dire's
towers.
top tower is under
Whereas, you know,
attack.
you've got the CK that can do that. I mean, he's already been able to take the top tower on his own with the use of that first Phantasm. The Lifestealer as well, he's no slouch by any stretch. I mean, got the power tread, which
Radiant's
of course
bottom
enables him to
tower
just
is
right-click
under
a lot
attack.
quicker. He's got the armlet. He's perfectly ready to just stand and fight. Yeah, they're right underneath the tier 1 tower.
Radiant
They'll actually go with a
structures
counter
are
smoke straight
fortified.
into it. Not revealed immediately, so they'll know that they've backed off somewhat. They're going to be able to place a ward up onto this area.
Cross exalt.
Oh, stop your whining.
Killing spree.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
To your hands. Mega kill. Cease your restless feet. Double kill. You are no unstoppable. Double kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it's strong enough to just dance away, though. He realizes that, look, I'm strong, but a 2v1, probably at this point, a little too much for me to handle. Great initiation, though. You mentioned it perfectly. Zenki is coming through in clutch. They're going to have the 8th of Remnant to be able to set up. It's not so much for the damage. This time around, they're soaking up the damage together with this.
I never pull my punches. Agents of the Void. Let us my signs. Feel the red hand.
Tis mine.
I love this. Forget about all the other lanes. They're in, pretty neutral spots. We just want to fight, fight, fight. This is Southeast Asia, baby. We're just going in.
Haste!
We're taking fights one after the other, and we've got 34 kills in 16 minutes. This is what we love to see.
Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Got it.
Pretty standard. Straight into the Ags. He's gone the Blade of Alacrity first. Not worried so much about his survivability. Excuse me, considering he's got the Legion Commander available with the S&Y, that's going to heal him for even more. He's also got
Radiant's
the Chip
bottom
Fest. It's going to
tower
help him
is
a little
under
bit in that
attack.
regard.
Dire's
So he just
top
wants to speed
tower
up his
is under
farming
attack.
potential as quickly as he can. Try and get to that Aghanim Scepter and that level, well, it'll probably be about level 16 by the time he picks it up, but still a pretty good timing coming through, and that double
Radiant
Ancient
are
Stack is definitely
scanning.
going to help. At the same time, SBE, they've
Dire's
got no
middle
rotations
tower
for. This is
is under
exactly what
attack.
you need to do as a Deucer lineup, but it's been a while since anyone's shown on the map, so wise scan coming through as well. And they're all grouped up together right now on Galaxy Racer around the tree lines at night time. Nothing's going to happen. Quick reveal though. Very important to note. So now
Dire's
they might be
bottom
playing a little bit
tower
more
is under
careful, maybe
attack.
even going for the Tusk as that first target for the
Rest
duel
easy,
or
child.
the Rod of Atos lockdown.
Go for my master.
Wanted to get a little bit more active, I suppose.
Dire's middle tower
He's
is
just
under
standing right on
attack.
top of Enryu inside the Shadow Blade. They're going to go for a play, but fogs himself. Nicely done. We'll have the movement speed.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I use my powers wisely.
Another. Yeah, just got a little bit too keen that time around. He was thinking, okay, I've got the 2 or 3 level advantage against this measly little Legion Commander, but, at the end of the day, it's an LC. You've got the Moment of Courage, you've got the Blade Mail, he'd had a Essence Ring available as well, and some quick reaction time to be able to get into the fog. So maybe if he waited for the AA Ice Blast to come down to the bottom
are
side of the river,
scanning.
that would have been very different outcome.
To restore the void within.
I gave your dead son false belief.
I must have stepped on something.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I push the future ever further towards my own ends.
And this is an issue for the way that Southfield are taking these fights. You're perfectly right that the fact that the lifesteal is able to just seemingly freely right-click away, and this is a lifesteal that's got power treads. He doesn't have those phase boosts, so he shouldn't be able to just move around these team fights with reckless abandon like he is. I think it's going to be nice. I mean, you can just mad fight into a Void Spirit any time. You can tank up a lot of the damage that, you know, Samael might be looking to output onto. He's nearly level 12, so it's a nice little power spike.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Once the Reducer reaches that critical mass, you're just worried about what that's actually going to mean for you. And of course, more HP means that every little bit of lifesteal is worth more as well, because it's more HP that you're stealing back.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Come and
Radiant's
fight
bottom
me.
tower is under attack.
Even just in that fight, Enryu was caught inside of an ice wall and not able to get away, despite how tanky he is. The maxed out press the attack with the Essence Ring with the Blade Mail wasn't enough.
I return to the void.
Mau kemana, bos?
Yeah, they're camped behind.
Dire's middle tower is under
Nice
attack.
tornado.
Hey!
That one.
Yeah, if you weren't confident before after taking out Bob, you definitely are now. I mean, it's going to cost a Medusa buyback to do anything about
Dire are
stopping you,
scanning.
and they're just not in a position to do that. If you're buying
Dire's
back with this
middle
early on
tower is
Medusa,
under
unless it's
attack.
doing like a guaranteed team fight win, there's something seriously wrong. Well, Alacrity uses Alacrity, pops it in your dream, and even with that big nerf, it's going to be enough to take down
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
this ballsy style. You know, he's already going in deep with that Skadi finished up. Just going to stick with the Sanj, not needing to go anything further than that into the AC next. So, very beefy build. I like it. You know, he's just relying on the fact that
Well gotten
LC,
gains.
Strength Hero, Dusa, going to build into HP items. He's relying on the feast to do damage as opposed to himself. He doesn't need the items to do it just yet.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower
One tornado
has
as well
fallen.
by Alacrity, just connecting onto 3, completely disrupting that team fight. I mean, he straight up saved that fight for Galaxy Racer.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Mau kemana, bos?
We see some of these targets that get picked off. You know, that magic resistance, of course, very effective. Mizu, he's damn close to his own
Dire's middle
BKB
tower
as well.
is under
Almost
attack.
guaranteed to get it with this creep wave. He's just roaming around, seeing if he can catch anyone that might be onto the side.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Very deep.
You steal my life.
What are they doing?
for this.
I soared so
Oh, get out of here. Yep. Just sitting inside the Invoker right now. Looking for a bit of a surprise. Oh. Is it going to force start into this nut? He's just going to walk on the floor. That's EMP.
Give it not a second.
Radiant structures are fortified.
No.
Vanished to the void.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He was doing his best to try and cut the wave, but just missed it to simulate by a small amount.
Dire's
Ability to get a bit
structures are
further. There's
fortified.
that save coming through from the top.
Monster kill.
This is still looking pretty dire.
Dire's
for them.
middle tower is
Gonna be
under
a
attack.
pretty damn easy tier 3. Full later racks, almost guaranteed. Can even
Dire's
look to potentially
middle
go
tower
to the tier
has
3
fallen.
on the top side. Probably not enough time to take the
Dire's
racks,
middle
but
barracks are under
still.
attack.
Let's call it 1.5 lanes. You'll take
Dire's
that.
middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire
I
are
think they're fine with
scanning.
that. I mean, you've just taken so much away from them. You go, what, a 3-man wipe on the team, you've staggered the death timers, so you're in no position to try and defend yourself. You take 1.5.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Double damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
He's got his Blink Dagger now as well, so good luck if you're this Skywrath mage.
I am punching for you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Looking very solid. Especially with that AC as well, finished up like in your dreams, so he's just going to be doing even more damage to these towers. Marvin's standing very deep here. I mean, the big strength of the Deucer is that you've got that ability to get a bit more range against them. Just going to force staff the lifesteal run in. I don't think he can. Well, they turned him. Nice save. We weren't finished!
I do not take defeat lightly.
Alacrity.
No. Return is my master.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I guess out of here.
Are you done?
I think you're happy with the amount of buybacks that you forced all this time. Top lane's been pushing in, so the range racks ended up going down
Got it.
all throughout that. It's just solid team play all throughout. You know, some great team fight control coming from Alacrity. I think we've counted 4 or 5 different saves that Joe Cap's been able to get through with that Blink Dagger, and that one was probably the most important of all. They actually had a way to bring down that lifestealer if he was, out of position slightly further. But
Let us fight!
could be the case. He's even infested up inside of him. They're going to catch that key here. Oh.
kemana bos?
You seem to have trouble grasping fire. Never yield the death you deserve.
It just shows the importance of even at least getting the ATOS in onto the Tusk so that he's not able to be there for that snowball potential. They're even able to take him out, force the buyback through, but they're going to fight 5v3 now.
Mau kemana bos?
The wisdom of eternity guides me.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See you, Dusa.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Vision turbulence.
You die insipid and ignorant.
They're going to try and get a kill here. Get on to the Chaos Knight. Might even be enough. Finally does take him down, but what's it going to cost him?
Mau kemana bos?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Mark these words.
Radiant victory.
It felt like just a few too many kills were allowed to get in onto to Marb in the super early game. I feel like Zenki as well. You kind of it was obvious what we were going to try and do with this Tusk Chaos Knight combo, and even just